You would think that going to the grocery store is kind of the same experience everywhere, but that is not necessarily the case. So in today's video, I'm going to react to differences between the American grocery stores and Dutch grocery stores. So let's find out what those are.
Take all that energy, put it into your career, you'd have done something.
You're talking about Star Trek again, huh?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
We are arriving at Albert Heijn. A joyous time, as you can plainly see. It is packed. We didn't expect this. It is a holiday here in the Netherlands. It is called Ascension Day, and everyone is out and about.
So, first off, this bag is full of bags because you bring your own shopping bags with you. You can get a bag here, but it costs money. It's not good for the environment. So, yeah, everyone brings their own bags. And for the phone, every grocery store has their own app with a digital savings card. And right now we're at Albert Heijn. We're lucky enough to be at the XL because that's closest to our house. So, this is what I love about the grocery stores here. Number one. Or number two.
Yeah, so I wanted to quickly go in on point one before they move on to point two, but it is true, you bring your own grocery bag usually, or you can get one there, but it's just more efficient and, as you said, better for the environment, better for your wallet if you just reuse a bag. So you just get a reusable bag, a more sturdy one than just a classic plastic one. Those might break easily. You usually just get a big bag and then just reuse it over and over. And that's a very big difference already. Because when I was in the US, I noticed they had like a card, something that was like spinning around at the register, and there were like all these hooks on it for plastic bags, and you would put your groceries on the, what's it called, anyways, they're scanning your groceries, and then they also bag it for you, and then they put it in those plastic bags, and they just kind of turn it around and put it in. And so there's lots of plastic bags, and I was not expecting that at all because, yeah, if you're Dutch, you know that's not a thing. And we try to get rid mostly of those kinds of plastic bags. So that was a whole shock to me when I was there. It's just a difference.
My savings card. So I'm going to go over here and use the scanner. Scan it.
And what'd you just
Lights
do?
up. I scanned my card. It lights up green. This is the scanner I'm going to use today. And then I just put it right in the bag. And then when I'm done, I pay and I leave. We'll show you how we do that.
Yeah, and this is something, it's like we're so used to it, or at least I'm so used to this being there, that you can grab one of these and you can just scan your own groceries, that I didn't even think about other countries not having that. And it just makes it so easy for yourself because you can also check while you're doing your groceries how much money you're spending already. So then maybe you can make more conscious choices of what you're going to get. It's just very easy to see what you're spending, and just very easy as an experience overall to scan it, and then you get to the register, you just pay for it, and you're done, basically. And you don't have to then wait in line and put all the groceries in your bag, because that usually stresses me out so much when you're at a regular register and you have to put your groceries in the bag as they're like scanning them. And then I'm like, oh my God, this is going so fast. And I don't want to hold anyone up behind me. And then I get so stressed and I'm like, okay, I need to pay. And with this, you don't have that at all because you're already doing it while you're going through the grocery store. You're putting it in your bag, and then you can just scan it. So it's just so easy.
As you pick it up.
Yeah, so I'll show you how we do it. So here we go.
Let's go shopping.
Oh! You gotta have your schnitzel? Yeah, Mark doesn't use the scanner because he's old school. Sushi day. Fresh sushi? The sushi here isn't that good.
The one great thing about the Netherlands is their bread. I mean, they have
One great thing, one of the great
one of
things.
the great things. Their bread loaves are huge, and as you can see, you're only paying €2.50 in America.
That's actually quite a bit, but you can get half loaves as well.
I'd have to, but this would cost you easily $6 in America.
Yeah.
But if you don't get here fairly early, this will be wiped clean by the end of the day, especially today because everybody's out and about.
It's all made here in house, and so by 5 p.m. everyone's got their
Yeah.
bread because people buy and eat a lot of bread here.
Yeah.
Tiger Chew is very popular. That one's 99 cents right now. Oh no! No more maple pecans. Oh,
Yeah, at the end of the day, it might be a lot more empty, like they said. But I do agree on like the bread. I'm sorry, Americans, if you're watching this, but bread-wise, it's just not in the bread that they have in America. Usually, like just the bread that is, because I heard there's like frozen bread as well, and I didn't try those. But the bread that is just packaged like this, and it's just unfrozen. I don't think it's the healthiest thing either because it stays fresh for so long. Like they don't freeze their bread, and I was amazed at how long it stayed fresh. So I was kind of a little bit concerned for the people's health. But anyways.
humanity! Wow, everyone's like eating everything up. Well, they have the 2-for on the Franken.
But if you are American or from somewhere else, then I do encourage you to try the Dutch bread, especially from a bakery, because you'll probably be like, wow. It is pretty good. I really like those ones you see here, those round ones. Those are pretty good. But we might not even be the best country for bread. I feel like France or Italy has some great bread as well. So highly recommend those as well.
The frikandels, darn it, frikandels are on sale, and everyone grabbed them all. We also have the eggs. This is another weird thing. They're not refrigerated here. They're actually put on the shelves. And I'll tell you what.
I didn't even notice that was a difference. I didn't notice if eggs were refrigerated there.
So here, they don't wash the eggs. When the hen actually lays the egg, there's something called a bloom on it, or a cuticle, and what that is a protective coating that keeps the eggs fresh, so that they don't go bad when the hen is sitting on them. So in America, they wash those off, which means they're no longer protected from bacteria, they're no longer sealed, that coating's gone. So they have to actually refrigerate the eggs in America. But here, everyone leaves them on the shelf and on their countertops because you don't have to worry about it. The eggs here are super fresh because this is a small country, so they're only a couple days old by the time they hit, and they do all have expiration dates on them that last for several weeks. So, woo! These meal kits are...
I didn't know the reason behind that either, or that they got rid of those in America. That's interesting.
amazing. So they give you everything you need to make it, and they'll tell you if there's some ingredient that you still need to get. Like here, you need to get either tempeh or for a vegan option, or get for yourself chicken fillet and some sunflower oil. And then you can make this. So this is a lot cheaper, and it feeds a family of 4 or 2. They'll tell you 2 to 3 persons, etc. And a lot of them are exotic, like they're ethnic foods. There's yakisoba, there's pito gyros, Tex-Mex burritos. You've got your carbonado, gnocchi, teriyaki, nasi. Couscous salad, Mexican yakitori bowl, jambalaya. Ooh, jambalaya.
Yeah, those are all pretty good, and I really like the already made meals, and you just heat it up either in the microwave or I think some maybe you put it in the oven. But those you would think that it wouldn't be as good maybe because it's not you didn't home cook it. It's not fresh, but it's really good. At least the ones that I got tended to be really good, and it's really easy to get. I feel like it might be a little more expensive than if you were to just make it yourself, but you have to weigh your pros and cons.
A whole lot of them here. They got piri piri, and you got Thai, you got Indian.
The one thing you notice about these red peppers, they're so much less expensive here than they are in the U.S.
Yeah, you get 3 right now for €1.70.
And they last a lot longer.
So you just find it on there. It's 2 for $3, so you don't need to worry about the weight. Yeah. Okay, and then you just scan it. And it gives you the bonus on there. And then you just stick it on one of them and put them in your bag.
Perfect.
They really love their like mayonnaise-based salads here.
I'm actually not the biggest fan of that, but I might be an anomaly, I think is how you say it. Like, I might be out of the norm with that. Because I just don't really like sauces, like too much sauce in general. I don't really like mayo. I eat my fries without any sauce usually, or maybe I'll mix up a little bit of mayo with like curry sauce. But yeah, some of these salads I think are pretty good, but it's so like the egg salad, for example, it's a lot better if I just make it myself, to be honest, in my opinion, because it weirds me out, the proportions and just how saucy it is or something. But I do like I think there's one called pittige kip, like spicy chicken. That was pretty good. But I didn't know is this a Dutch thing? Let me know.
A borrel is the Dutch excuse to grab a drink, snack on something, and be gezellig with your friends and coworkers. Basically, it's a happy hour, but quite Dutch, and a bit of a ritual in our household. We like to have a borrel at home to unwind at the end of our day. It took us a while to even figure out that the grocery stores actually do carry liquor. You'll find a secret door right near the cash registers. You just have to ring a bell like you're in on a secret handshake.
We're back. One thing we wanted to point out to you guys is that every grocery store has the can bottle exchange. So if you buy beer or soda, they have these little machines in the back, and you simply return it for the deposit. Deposit's 15 cents, I believe. Yep, 15 cents. And you just simply enter them into the opening. I don't know if we're going to take this. Maybe they will.
I think they do.
Yeah, they do. Okay. And then it'll tell you. They'll tell you if they're not going to take it. They'll say, that they don't return it here. And once you're done, no more, you simply press the banknot button. Okay, and you get here's your slip that comes out, and it is discounted off of whatever groceries you get. This is total of 75 cents.
Try to focus on it. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, and you can also just exchange it for money. And this is another thing that is so normal towards Dutch people. But when you go to some other countries like the US, it's just not there. And I believe it's a great system to get people to, not just throw them out on the streets, because you can get a little bit back from it. And then there's some people who make it their job to collect everything, and they have a whole bag filled with bottles, and exchange it. But I think that's good as long as it's not on the street, you know, and I think that's a really good incentive for people to be more conscious of not littering.
Okay, so I'm all done shopping. So this is what I'm going to do. Again, there's a lot of people here because it's a holiday. Okay. Just put it in the rack. And then over here. Now they might check me because you'll see leaf tide control just because I got alcohol. Sometimes they'll also check they'll do random checks on people. Just make sure you're staying honest. But you go to this, you scan it. So after you scan your number, you just hit pin it. And then I love this little animation. You do portable, and that's it. So you just
Wait, I never
put it in the
noticed
back.
the animation part, that it actually just looks like it comes out. That's pretty creative.
Scan your card, scan your pay card, get your receipt, and you go. And this is why you need this. Because
Okay, I just turned it off.
okay,
That's mine. I gotta put mine too.
so this is the 60 euro haul.
Oh my god, I'm not a fan of those pre-made lasagnas because it really reminds me of when I was a kid and I would go over to my dad's house, and he was not a great cook at all at that time. He's gotten a bit better, to be fair, but sometimes he would just get one of those pre-made lasagnas, and at least back then those were disgusting. Like, I'm not a picky eater at all, but those were, no, I can't do it. It was just so mushy, and I like it, and I think it's supposed to be that way, in my personal opinion, when the top gets crunchy, the cheese, and with this, it just doesn't happen, and it's just a creamy, mushy, just blend of everything, and yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan, as you can tell.
Got fresh food, got some frozen
But that's besides the point.
eggs, 3 bottles of wine, 2 bags of chips, some popcorn. This is junk food day, I guess. I got a bunch of stuff for bowls and salads. The cheese, all Kalamata olives, watermelon, pineapple, pomegranate seeds. Got trash bags for the compost. Chorizo. This was almost €4. That one was more expensive. Cheese.
Yeah, why is the pepper and stuff like that so expensive? Maybe it's hard to make or something? I don't know.
Broodje. Lasagna. Yep, 2 avocados. Gyoza. Ice cream cones. So that's €60 right there.
Yeah, that would be a lot more in the US. I don't exactly know how much it will be, but definitely more than that. It was interesting to see their perspective, and let me know in the comments what you think are the biggest differences between American grocery stores and Dutch grocery stores, or just any other grocery store than your usual one, because I'm really curious.